Well, hello
I'm
guys.
Tarika Duncan.
So
Thanks
we
for
do a
watching.
dosage
We'll see you
schedule.
next time on 48
So
Hours.
today we're going to do a dosage schedule. But anyways, yeah, they did be will I get old Cartoon Network show? I think it's the old Cartoon Network show from back in the day, which I think is We Bear Bears. So yeah, I think We Bear Bears. Not really sure if I like it or not, but there's a good stuff for those women who like Cause the Cow Dog, the first episode, which we did do last week because there was no episode 2 last week. That was for November 12th, 1999,
Are about starting a journey. This bell rings
and
at the
not
end of one.
at
It's a
the
destination reached with advanced
cleansing
treatments,
mirror.
science, technology,
It's
and
not like
teamwork.
the gay
Beating
commercials. I did
cancer
talk
is
about
our
the
mission
gay
here,
commercial.
and the sound
That
of
was
this
for
bell
November 12th,
is mission accomplished.
1999. Season 1, Episode 1. That's the very first episode of Cause the Cow Dog.
Hey, are you?
Yeah, I'm
But
Chris Rowley.
anyways,
Are you?
has
With the family
off
of lawyers at Munley Law.
beef and
That's
friends
nice.
with
Are you tall enough to
just
reach
like
that
the
for
other
me?
episode, like the first episode, but that was from March 16th,
Thanks, man.
2000.
Sure.
Season 1, Episode 11. Ariel
When you
and
need help,
Courage, I
call
think.
Munley Law.
So
There is a
go
difference.
into
Choose
the
carefully.
town
I think she knew
for
the second she got in his car,
hamburger
something was wrong.
when Courage
It was
and
just a sinking feeling.
so anyway, so yeah, the other games for Bob's Burgers, that was for May 17th. So that I will get that later, but anyways. But anyway, so let's go watch 2 minutes of this video. Gonna be a watch now, but we got Bob's Burgers, the other games. That was from May 17th, 2015, Season 5, Episode 21. So that was for early today. We saw 2 breaking news, one at 8 p.m. or 8 a.m. and also the one for almost 12 p.m. Yeah, just like last week, but that's not what we do like now. We to focus on those schedule of what's now like Sibley Bob's. I don't think we've seen this one, but that was from May 17th, 2015. That was my dad's birthday. But that's from September 21st, 27th, 2015, Season 6, Episode 1, when Bob starts to lose his hair. So that's when they have Parasite, and also the guy with Sword Art Online 2 with Sword Art Online 2, okay, but it's not the best Sword Art Online season like Sword Art Online as a sensei, and then also the guy with Attack on Titan was not good, but also when Bob starts the loss. Yeah, I forgot they talk about that, but that's not all. The leadership, yeah, we talk about that one. That was also the day after got Parasite Watanabe, but that was from November, October 11th, 2015, Season 6, Episode 2. Bob thinks the upcoming landship parade, yeah, when it went business, so yeah, but yeah, into he learns 2 crimes. So anyways, another Bob's Burgers episode, the cook, the Steve, the grill, and hello, alive, so yeah, number for January 17th, 2016, Season 6, Episode 6, when Bob tells the dinner party, yeah, they go have a dinner party tonight, But
Maribel Gonzalez, 69
it's almost
years.
like the other one that
Many
they talked about
Democrats on
earlier,
Capitol
but
Hill
that
are
was on February
speaking out against
14th.
this attack on
That was on
Iran, saying
Valentine's
President
Day.
Trump should have
Since
sought
it's
the
6
okay from
episode
Congress first.
In the meantime, some
11.
people in our
Or since
area
it
are
1
watching
episode.
and
Or
waiting to
since
see
it's
if
6
their loved
episode.
ones
Sorry, that's
overseas are
right.
okay. 69
And
News
they're
reporter
asking
Bo
about
Port
a
now
new
is joining us
host
here
tonight
with
in the
more on
morning.
that part of the story.
So that's good for Bob's Burgers, but
here watching what's happening over there,
that's
not
not
being able
all
to
we got.
contact
Family
people over
Guy,
there. At least
Space,
550 people have died on the
that's
ground in
about
Iran.
it.
For natives living here,
That's for
it's a time
January
of immense
6,
fear and mixed emotions as those
2013,
attacks could
season
continue for weeks.
11, episode
I'm
10,
very concerned
when
about
the
my
Griffins
family's safety, my friend's
try
safety.
to
Lehigh
pack
University assistant
Chris
professor of
up
bioengineering Amir
from
Talabi hasn't spoken
the
to his
Spence tent.
Iranian-based family since Saturday morning. Including
The
messaging apps, he's
crowd
waiting for words or okay.
Brian's playing. Yeah,
Meantime,
Brian's got to
he
play
watches Israel
somebody
and the
tonight
U.S. continue to bomb his
for
country,
Family Guy, but
with
that
the
was
stated
from
goal to destroy
January
Iran's nuclear
13th,
capabilities. However, Amir says the
2013,
costs
season
include
11, episode
hospitals, schools,
11.
and neighborhoods like where his
Brian
family
lost
lives. As of now, at least
his
550 people have been killed.
So
Innocent
anyway,
people,
so yeah,
people that this is not their
the
war,
Green
and they're going,
family. Oh,
they're
alive.
dying.
President Trump has
That was
called the
from
regime sick
March,
and sinister, and the Iranian state
January
media has reported the
21st,
strikes did kill
2013,
Iran's supreme leader.
season
However,
11,
Middlebury
episode
College political
12.
science professor with a focus on the
So,
Middle East, Brian Miller,
anyway,
says
so
taking
yeah,
out the supreme leader
that's
doesn't
that.
guarantee a
We
clearer
got
future.
You don't kill
Chris
thousands
Cross,
of protesters to put down
so
a
yeah.
national uprising if you don't have a lot of
It's not
people
like the
loyal
Bob's
to
Burgers
preserving the
episode, but a
regime
bit
as
different.
it is.
But that was
Airstrikes
from
aren't going to stop that, and
February
taking on
17th,
leadership at the top doesn't stop that
2013,
either.
season
And for Amir, the
11, episode
uncertainty only
14,
deepens the fear.
where
I really
Meg
don't get why innocent people
was
should die for a war that is
money
not the U.S. war.
was from Lotus.
Really
Money
difficult
for
for him to
Lotus.
go through, as many families
Or
are doing the
Lewis,
same
whatever.
thing. So when
But
does Amir get to talk
call
to his
girl, we
family?
haven't
Give
seen
any
that one for a
indication?
Well, he
while.
doesn't know because
Yeah,
they shut
somebody's
down
gonna call the
communications
girl
in
for
Iran.
Family
There's
Guy.
no internet, so he is
Season
kind of glued to some of these
11,
like, I think,
episode
Signal,
15,
WhatsApp, some of these messages,
March
hoping that
10th,
maybe he will hear word. He
2013.
did hear word on Saturday morning, but that was
But
Saturday.
yeah,
And
that
that
was on
days ago,
Saturday
and
right
this
there,
could last
guys.
for
So,
weeks. And we saw what happened in Ukraine,
where
what's going on
Lois
there. So
gets
that
a
is weighing on
job
his mind
at
and every other
a
Iranian, anyone else
adult
who has family over there right now.
I was going to say, he's
Oh,
fearful
he
he'll not in
found
that boat either.
Brian
Yep.
Tough situation. Thank you, Bob.
to
Yep.
Thank you.
extra money. She takes a phone
It's time to check out the
call
forecast. It's interesting
for
because if you look
Peter.
beyond
Yeah,
24 hours, it's like spring.
Air Force
But
One.
first, yet another round of winter
Yep,
weather here.
Yeah,
the Air
which we
Force will
really
be
weren't
warm for
excited to
week
talk
at the
about
morning
so
because that's
quickly after
when they
getting
have
into March. But Dan, we know
before
it's
they bring
coming,
back
and sometimes it
RGPX
does
for
take a little bit to
remastering,
get into March and get into that
including
more
Attack
spring-like
on
temperature.
Titan, the
It's a
final
fairly typical
chapters,
sequence, I guess,
part
for spring,
1.
Dan, but we got to get through even
But
an advisory
anyways,
of winter weather first.
Yeah, I always
that was
say
for
it's a fickle
October
month. All right, March more than any other. You could have 80
the
degrees and snow in the same
29th,
week. We don't have 80 degrees,
2023,
but maybe just
season
a
7,
little bit
episode
of snow. And
3.
perhaps by this time next week, we're
Week
talking
and
about
the
70s.
president are both
Usually,
back
though,
it.
you get a full spring.
And they're
I
gonna
think
be
that's
both
what might
back
be on the
it.
way. So little winter weather,
So
then a lot of spring,
that's
and then sometime around the Ides of
yeah,
March,
I think
mid-month,
that's
we
all
probably
I can
flip
say
back
about
for a
Rick
little
and
bit,
Morty
but
this
that's
week
par for
because
the course during the month of
that's
March. So we have
one
winter weather
Daylight
advisories
series
most of the
time
area.
because they
This
saw
is
Attack on
not for
Titan
anything
twice, which is
significant,
great.
but it will
But
coincide
that
with
was
your morning
from
commute. So a little light snow, a little late freezing
November
rain. By this time
5th,
tomorrow, it's light rain and the roads are
2023,
wet. All
season
right, and
7,
anything that doesn't
episode
accumulate will get washed
4.
away. It's snowing to our south
So
right
yeah,
now. You know, last
another
week at this
week at
time we
morning
thought, okay,
episode.
Monday there could be some snow around,
So
and well, there
anyways,
is, but it's to our south, and that's moving
another
away.
episode that was
But I do
from
expect
March
this to
on
build back
November
in our
12th,
direction towards tomorrow morning.
2023,
So ironically, we've
season
actually cleared out
7,
the clouds
episode
at least for a
5.
little while this evening. Watch the
So
clouds come back
anyways,
overnight tonight.
let's go
Most
find
of
Rick
tonight is
Paul in
dry.
the episode.
Temperatures between 25 and
Was
30 by morning. Just cold enough for a little light
for
snow.
War Chronicles. That was
Developing
from
around your morning commute,
May
like 6, 7, 8
7th,
a.m. This is like less than an
2023,
inch. So a
Season
cold to a
1,
half an
Episode
inch for
8.
most.
See, I
And then
will
by
do War
lunchtime, we're
Chronicles
changing
for
over to a little freezing rain
Part
and
2
rain.
sometime
And by this time
tonight or tomorrow. We'll
it's all
see.
plain rain.
But we'll see.
All right,
But
so it's
anyway.
again, not big amounts,
Anyways,
but a few
another
slick
dose of
spots tomorrow
s'mores, just
morning,
like last
and then
week.
just wet roads in the afternoon. And once we get
Yeah,
past
that's
tomorrow,
what. But
there
we
is
got
a lot
our good
of
starting, you know
building
whatever.
warmth in your 7-day forecast. 50s,
Nuggets, yeah.
60s, maybe not
Queens.
70s yet, but they may not
Yeah,
be far
not
off
yet.
either. All right,
Yeah,
so we'll
that's
talk
what.
about
But
one
anyway,
wintry day
we
and a bunch
got
of spring-like ones to
August
follow, but let me
12th,
just say.
And we'll on
2012,
for those. Thank you,
Season
Dan, so
9,
much. And
Episode
going back
8.
to our top story for you here, oil
So
prices leaped
anyways,
on worries that the war with Iran could
that
clog
was
the
from
global flow of crude. It's
September
already had an
or
impact on prices at the
August
pump in our
19th,
region. Today, the price of a
2012,
gallon of
Season
unleaded in
9,
Pennsylvania
Episode
is at
9.
$3.12. That's up
Yeah,
almost 2 cents since yesterday.
but anyways,
AAA
I
says
make
there is
that
a lot of
crystal
uncertainty whether
clear.
this is
Well,
a
it's gonna be
temporary
crystal
spike or
clear
something
tonight.
long term.
That's why 2
Just
days
like
ago I was giving
predicting
it
the
to
price
Machu
of
Picchu,
gasoline
giving
going
it
up or
to
down,
Death Beast.
it's going to depend on what happens with this conflict
That was
with Iran.
from
If it's something that's
Season
resolved in
60,
a few
Episode
weeks, it might
21.
not have as large an impact as if
Stand
it's something that
gets
goes on for
in
months and
over
months.
his hand.
AAA says refineries starting to
So
switch over to the
anyways,
more expensive summer blend of gasoline may
Steel's
also be
figure out,
contributing
yeah, I
to
remember
that
we
spike.
called
On the
that
plus
one, did a
side,
poem
U.S.
that,
oil
yeah, I
reserves
did a
may
poem
help
on
keep
that one a
prices
couple
steady
years
through
ago.
the conflict in Iran. The FBI
But
is leading the
yeah,
investigation of a shooting in
well,
Texas that killed 2 people and hurt 14 others.
Investigators are trying
the
to determine whether or not this was
language
an
of
act of
that one,
terrorism. Federal and
that's
city
when
officials say the suspect was not on their
January
radar. Our
24th,
Amelia Sachs joins us here in
2022,
studio with
Season
more. Amelia.
70,
Authorities
Episode
say a gunman was wearing
1.
clothes with an Iranian
So
flag design and
anyways,
the words "property of Allah." As you mentioned, 2 people
pretty
were shot
decent
and killed, and
episode, but
14
yeah,
others
someone's
were
gonna go
wounded at a
down
bar
the
in Austin,
episode because
Texas,
that's
early Sunday
from
morning. The
January
FBI said the shooting
31st,
is being
Season
investigated as a
70,
potential act of
Episode
terrorism.
2.
Police shot and killed the man who used both
Does
a
it
pistol
feel
and a rifle in the
well,
shooting.
but
This comes just one day after
anyways,
the U.S. and Israel
Black
launched an
Jesus,
attack on Iran.
the
The Department of Homeland Security has identified the
like,
gunman as
that's
a
from
53-year-old man originally from Senegal.
August
Austin's Mayor Kirk Watson says a
21st,
fast police response in confronting the
2014,
gunman saved
Season
many
1,
lives. And
Episode
Texas Governor Greg
3.
Abbott says they will not rest until
But
every
anyways,
last
Dragon
piece of
Ball
information
Dama,
is pursued to
Legend,
determine
yeah,
if
that was
there's
from
anybody else involved.
the
Both the
21st and
FBI and
22nd.
police in Austin said that it's
So I think there
too
was only
soon
2
to
episodes,
identify
but
a motive.
yeah,
Karen?
that's all
Amelia, thank you. A
episode
civil trial in the
for Charlie,
music
but
industry is underway in New York today. The Justice
but anyways,
Department
it's
is
not
suing
like
Live
Charlie at
Nation,
Lola, but a
claiming
bit
it's a
different. But
monopoly that
anyway,
uses its
and up
dominance
about
to
the
hurt
doses sketchy,
competition
but
and
that's
increase
it with this
ticket
doses
prices.
sketchy, which
The
we'll get
case
to
stems
next
from the
week for
controversy
saying move,
surrounding
but
the
not this
sale
week for
of
saying
tickets
move
for
is
Brooks
next
County
week.
native Taylor
We all
Swift
did say
and her
move
Eras
that
tour.
because
Live Nation,
not
which
next week,
merged
it's
with
this week.
Ticketmaster in
I mean,
2010,
yeah,
denies the
not this
claims.
week, it's
If
next
the
week for
DOJ
saying move, but
wins this case, it could ask
this
the
week's
judge to
schedule will
split
not
up
have to
Live
make that
Nation
until we get to
and
next week,
Ticketmaster.
but
Two
pretty
major
much the same
streaming
schedule
services
except
are
for
about
no
to
make it
become
that.
one. Paramount Plus
But
and
anyways, see you
HBO
guys
Max
next
will
time.
form a
See ya,
single
bye.
streaming platform
Bye.
after
See ya,
Paramount's merger
bye.
with Warner Brothers
See ya,
Discovery.
bye.
Paramount
See ya,
CEO
bye.
David Ellison announced the plan
Bye.
this morning.
See ya,
He
soon,
did not
guys.
reveal a name
Tomorrow
or
or
any
next
pricing
time
for
for
the
another
streamer.
dose of
Ellison did
schedule.
say the merger would take place
Bye.
over the coming
See ya,
years,
bye.
but first
See ya,
regulators must
bye.
approve that
See ya,
deal,
bye.
and that alone
See ya,
could take
bye.
several months.
See ya, bye.
Tonight, people living in Allentown's
Bye.
Midway Manor
See ya,
neighborhood
bye.
will meet to discuss
See ya,
a major
bye.
project
See ya,
proposed
bye.
by the city
See ya,
school
bye.
district.
Yeah,
ASD
also,
is
what's the
planning
father
to
of
build
Camille?
10
Yeah, what's the
new
father of
modular
Camille?
classrooms
Bye.
to
Yeah,
expand the
bye.
Sonia
Yeah, bye.
Sotomayor Dual Language
Bye.
Immersion
Yeah,
Academy
bye.
that
Yeah,
would
bye.
push the